Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this really quick video. I wanted to get this out there because this is quite interesting actually, and something that's kind of caught me off guard. Ringside News have put an article out around about an hour ago to 2 hours ago at the time of recording this. And it was an article that I was just reading. It's something that has been brought up on streams before. How can Bray debut for AEW before that 90-day non-compete clause expires? People have been saying that if Bray was able to get permission from WWE, then they could waive the 90-day non-compete. Now, to be honest, I spend all of 2 seconds listening to that and thinking, good luck with that. Good luck with Vince waiving the 90-day, because why would he do that? I mean, he is trying to make life as difficult for AEW as possible. He is not interested in making AEW's existence easy or comfortable. And if he can make things a bit more harder and complicated, then he's going to do that. Of course he is. This is business. And so he's let Bray Wyatt go, Windham go, and there's a 90-day non-compete. So that's it, surely. I mean, I don't see why Vince would waive that, because it's not in Vince's benefit. He's going to want to keep Windham off TV for as long as possible. He knows as soon as Windham starts with Impact or AEW, then that's just another reason for people to tune into a competitor. So why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense. So I spend all of 5 seconds listening to those theories, because I just don't believe that that's the case. But what grabbed me about this one is that nothing's been confirmed. We don't know that Bray or Windham has requested that 90 days being waived. But it's just, there's a bit right at the end of this article. So I'm reading this article thinking, not going to happen, forget it, irrelevant, blah, 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 right? But there's a couple of things in here. First of all, Ringside can report that AEW and Bray Wyatt have spoken. So Ringside are saying that there's been a conversation there. I think we're all expecting him to go to AEW anyway. So it looks like, it's looking pretty good for that. But right at the end of this article, it has been reported by Dave Meltzer that Wyatt's projected debut is next week's Dynamite. We will have to see if it all comes together in Rochester. Now, Dave Meltzer is on podcasts. He writes for The Observer. He's obviously very active on Twitter. I have no idea where this has come from, where Dave Meltzer has reported this. I have not heard this. But, it's not even concrete that Bray is going to AEW. So how, and I'm going to show you so that people know that I'm not making it up. There is the Ringside report, and it said it was reported by Dave Meltzer that Wyatt's projected debut is next week's Dynamite. So, I know it's a little bit blurry, but I'm sure you can make out that's what it says. I can't get my head around this. This is, I've read this article, and it's all fine. Like, yeah, okay, sure. If he says to Vince, will you let me get out of the 90 days, then he could get out the 90 days. But I just don't see that happening. And then we get right to the bottom, and it says about Dave Meltzer reporting that Wyatt's projected debut is next week. Are we saying that next week on Dynamite we could see Windham arrive? Because that is certainly what this article is saying to me. And the fact it's in Rochester as well, I mean, that is a perfect place for Wyatt to make his debut. Of course, the connections to Brody, and that being Brody's home. And, if he was going to bring him in. Plus, also, a lot of people are saying, could he come in and do something with the Dark Order and the fact they've been arguing and splitting up? Well, if they are going to bring Windham in to deal with that, you don't want to leave that going too long. I mean, how long can you keep teasing these difficulties? So you could definitely look at a few things and say, yeah, a few things here are pointing to the fact that he could be coming in. I don't know how. I mean, like, has he managed to get the 90 days shortened? This is very, very interesting. I'm going to have a look and see where Dave Meltzer's reporting this, but I wanted to get this out there and get your thoughts. See if anyone's heard any more on this story. But a very interesting article breaking through, as we said, about an hour, 2 hours ago from Ringside News, that we might be on the verge of the Windham AEW debut.